Hey, welcome back to Weeby Kids again. One of the things that we love about winter is the RSPB's Great Garden Birdwatch. It takes place on the last weekend of January. But if you're going to watch birds in your garden, first thing you have to do is attract them to your garden. So in today's resource, we're going to show you how to make a simple bird table that you can hang up in your garden for the birds to feed on. Now, in order to make this bird table, we're going to need a few resources. First of all, we're going to need a saw, a drill. We're also going to need some wood screws and a couple of hooks. We're going to need some string, and we're also going to need some wood. We're going to need some thin pieces of wood for the sides and a bigger bit of wood for the base. If you have something like a carabiner or a clip like this, that's great, but it's not absolutely essential. So you don't need any special type of wood in order to make this bird table, just something that's robust and that can stand the test of time outdoors. I just found these bits of wood in our garage, but we're going to take one big bit, and then the thinner bits are going to work as the sides, and we want to just make sure that they fit our table. So I'm just going to put a line on this like so, and then here I'm just going to mark it and then just double check. There we go. So the first job to do is to take a saw and to cut down this line. So the fewer cuts we have to make, the easier it is, which is why I took the shape of the base and just cut it to fit all of my edges. Now, we're using edges on our table because when the food is on there, we don't want it to fall everywhere. So we want it to be able to hold the bird food in place. So we're going to secure them with about 1 inch up above the actual table. So when you're adding your screws, just be sure to select the right size screws. So you want screws with the length where they're going to go through this and then about 1 inch into your main board as well. So once they're all attached, it's going to look a little bit like this. Now there's a couple of different things you can do with it from here. You can put it on a post, but we're going to show you how you can hang it so that you can hang it from a washing line. So we're going to take our little hooks, and these are threaded on the end. Just make a little pilot hole in the side and place it in and twist. You want to try and keep these as central as possible because we're going to attach our string onto this bit. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our string. Now the length is entirely up to you. I've chosen about 1 meter of string here because we are going to tie it a couple of times, so you lose some of the length then. You don't want your table too close to what it's hanging from because that will affect the birds. So once you get your string, just line them up together. Then depending on what you're going to hang it with, you're going to tie it in different ways, but I'm going to show you how we tie it onto this little clip here. So we've got a little bit of an eye hook there. I'm just going to pass the two through, and I'm going to get it to the central point, like so. And then just going to do an overhand knot. So I'm going to drop it down, pass it behind, and then back through that hoop that we created, like so. And that's going to hold that steady in place, and that now is going to be able to clip onto whatever you want to clip onto. So now we're left with our 4 strings that are all the same height, and we're just going to tie each one of those onto the hooks. So we're going to do it using a clove hitch. I'm going to make a hoop, twist it in front, again, second one behind the first one, and then put them through and pull. What's great about the clove hitch is that it's really easy to adjust. So do the same on each side. So there we have it, it's nicely balanced. All that we have to do now is put some food on, hang it up and see which of our feathered friends come to visit. So there we have our simple hanging bird table, hanging on the washing line in our garden. We've put some simple foods on like bread and peanuts, but you can put a range of food on there to attract different types of birds. Get it up as soon as you can so you're all ready for the great garden bird watch at the end of January. Hope you've enjoyed this resource, and we'll see you again sometime soon at We Be Kids. Bye!